Good morning students. Today we have seen the quantum numbers. Now what is these quantum numbers? Quantum numbers are such numbers which exactly tells us the position or the location of the electron which is revolving around the nucleus in the different circular paths. That paths are concentric paths that are called as the shells. Now exact position of the electron around the nucleus is given by these quantum numbers. There are four quantum numbers. The first one is the principal quantum number. Principal quantum number. Now this principal quantum number is denoted by the symbol small n. Principal quantum number gives the main energy level, that is the main shell of the electron in which it is revolving around the nucleus. Now see, these principal quantum numbers have the integer values, positive integer values. Principal quantum number have positive integer values such as 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. Now these principal quantum numbers or main energy levels are also denoted by the symbol such as K, L, M, N. You know, into the 10th standard, the main energy levels are also called as the K, L, M, N, O, P in this way. And they have the positive integer value 1, 2, 3, 4. That means if the first cell, now the first cell correspond to the symbol K. Second main cell correspond to the symbol L. And third correspond to the symbol M. And fourth correspond to the symbol N in this way. Now these main energy levels, the principal quantum number tells us of that electron. Now again on this principal quantum number we have the idea about the size of the atom. As the principal quantum number increases, the size of the atom also increases, and it also gives us the distance of that electron from the nucleus. The principal quantum number also tells us the distance of the electron from the nucleus. See here, these principal quantum number, as the number n increases, as the value of n increases, the distance from the nucleus also increases, because the shell becomes bigger and bigger, and due to that the distance from the nucleus and the electrons get increases. As the value of n increases, the distance of the electron from the nucleus also increases, as well as the size of the atom increases, as well as the energy of that electron also increases. As greater is the value of the n, that is the principal quantum number, greater is the energy level and energy of that electron. Now from the formula of n square, now see, the total number of orbitals in the main shell is given by the formula n square. Now these are only the main energy level. Into that there are the subshells also, and in the subshell there are the orbitals. Now the subshell, how many subshell or how many the orbitals are into that main energy level is given by this formula n square. Suppose the value of n is equal to 1, then the total number of orbitals in the first shell, main energy shell, is n square, means 1 square, that is equal to 1. If the number of the main energy level is 2, second main energy shell is 2, and how many orbitals are there in the second energy level is given by the formula n square, that means 2 square, that is equal to 4. Now in the second energy level, main energy shell, there are totally 4 orbitals. And again, if n is equal to 3, then the 3 square, that means 9 are the orbital, total number of orbitals into that main shell, number 3rd shell. In the number 4th shell, there are the totally 16 number of orbitals are there. In this way, this principal quantum number tells us the main energy level of that electron, the distance of that electron from the nucleus, as well as energy of that electron and size of the atoms, and how many subshells or orbitals are there present into that main energy level is given by this principal quantum number. Now come to the second quantum number. The name of the second quantum number is azimuthal quantum number. Now this quantum number is denoted by the symbol small n. Now what is given by this quantum number, the second quantum number? This second quantum number, azimuthal quantum number, is also called as the subsidiary quantum number. The second name of this azimuthal quantum number is the subsidiary quantum number and denoted by the symbol small n. Now this azimuthal quantum number gives the subshell which is present into the main energy level of that electron. Azimuthal quantum number here defines the subshell of the electrons present in the main energy level. Now principal quantum number gives the main energy level and azimuthal quantum number gives the subshell in the main energy level of that electron which is revolving around the nucleus. Again, what is given by this azimuthal quantum number? Now the total number of subshells, how many subshells are present in the main energy level, are exactly equal to the number of that energy level, main energy level, that is N. Now see, the total number of subshell in the main shell is equal to N. That means the number of main energy level, total number of main energy level is equal to the total number of that is orbitals, subshells present into that main energy level. What is the number of that main energy level is equal to the subshell present into that main energy level. For example, see, yes, again the values of this L, how we can calculate the values of L? Now the values of L ranges from 0 to n minus 1. Means a 0 value is always there. The values of L starts from the 0. And in that shell, the n shell, how many subshells are present are given by this formula 0 to n minus 1. Now see, for example, the first shell, that is the main energy level first shell, when n is equal to 1, that shell contains only one subshell where n is equal to 0. Because how that? Because as the n is equal to 1, so they started from 0 to n minus 1. So 1 minus 1, here n is 1. So n 1 minus 1 becomes 0. And in this way, in the first shell, when n is equal to 1, there are only one subshell and its value L is equal to what? 0. Now come to the second shell, that is the second main energy level, when n is equal to 2. So if we substitute the value of n is equal to 2 here in this formula, what is there? From starting from 0 to here 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 means 1. So there are the two values 0 and 1 because the value starting from 0 to n minus 1. So in the second shell energy level, when n is equal to 2, they contains two subshells having their values 0 and 1. In this way, in the second main energy level, there are two subshells, L is equal to 0 and L is equal to 1. Now come to the third energy level. Third main energy level contain n is equal to 3, that is the main shells. In the third cell, when n is equal to 3, how many subshells are there into that? Now it contains 3 subcells. How that are ranging from 0 to 3 minus 1. 3 minus 1 means 2. So 0 to 2 means 0, 1 and 2. Now see here, the third shell where L is equal to 3 contains 3 subshells, and that values are L is equal to 0, 1 and 2. Now these 3 values of subshells are there, and so on. In this way, if the fourth main energy level that contains the 4 subshells and their values are from 0 to 4 minus 1, that is means 0 to 3. So the values of L are 0, 1, 2 and 3. Now 0, 1, 2 and 3. These 4 different values of the subcells in the fourth main energy level. Now these subcells, as the main shells are denoted by the symbol capital letters K, L, M, N. Now these subcells are denoted by the symbol SPDM, and they are the small letter. Now how they are in this way? They are, see here, if the L, the value of the L is equal to 0 is there, then the subshell is called as the S shell. In this way. Now see. Now see, S is equal, L is equal to, the values of L are there, and the symbol for the that is orbital. Now these are the subshell. L means what? Subshell. Subshell L. Now see, if the subshell L is having the value 0, then the symbol for that L is equal to 0 is S. If the subshell having the value 1, then the symbol for that subshell is P. If the subshell have the value 2, then the symbol for that subshell is small d. And if the subshell have value 3, then the symbol for that subshell is small f. In this way, these are the subshells which is given by the azimuthal quantum number. And we are seeing now there are the principal quantum number which give the main energy level of that electron. Into that main energy level, where is that electron into the subshell is given by the azimuthal quantum number L. Now see the third quantum number. The name of the third quantum number is magnetic quantum number. Now this magnetic quantum number is denoted by the symbol small m. What is given by this magnetic quantum number? Magnetic quantum number gives us the number of the orbitals present into that subshell. That means magnetic quantum number gives the subshell, because there into that subshell is again there are the shells that are called as the orbitals. So the value of that orbital in which the electron is actually present around the nucleus, in the main shell, in the subshell and into that orbital is given by this magnetic quantum number m. Now see here, magnetic quantum number m defines the relative spatial orientation. Now that orbitals are oriented around the 3 axes x, y, z. Now in the space on which spatial arrangement that orbital is oriented is given by this magnetic quantum number, and that orbital there is the nucleus. Now see, this magnetic quantum number m defines the relative spatial orientation of the orbitals. Orbitals are present in, orbitals are nothing but the subshell, and the orbitals are present in the given subshell in which the electron is revolving around the nucleus. Now this magnetic quantum number m defines the relative spatial orientation of the orbital, that is the subshell present in the subshell in which electron is revolving around the nucleus. In this way, the very finer shell, that is the orbital, is given by this magnetic quantum number. Now for any subshell L, the value of L for any subshell, there are total values of M is given by the formula twice L plus 1. Now this is the formula to obtain the total number of orbitals present into that subshell. Now if L is equal to 1, what is there? 2 multiplied by 1. 2 into 1, 2 plus 1. That means 3. If the value of L is 1, then there are the 3 orbitals into that subshell. But if the value of L is 0, because there is the 0 value also of the L, then what is there? 2 into 0 means 0 plus 1, that is equal to 1. So only one subshell is there when L is equal to 1. When L is equal to 2, L is equal to 0, when L is equal to 0, there is only one subshell. Because L is equal to 0, 2 multiplied by 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. That is only one subshell is there. If L is equal to 1, then there are the 3 subshells. 2 into 1, 1 plus 1. That means 2 plus 1, that is equal to 3. If L is equal to 2, then there are the 5 subshells, subshells, that is the orbitals into that subshell. Now see, 2 multiplied by 2, 4 plus 1, 5. In this way, in that subshell, when L is equal to 2, there are 5 orbitals. If L is equal to 3, so 3 multiplied by 2, 6 plus 1, that is the 7. So, when L is equal to 3, the subshell is third subshell having the value 3, then it have 7 orbitals. Now, the values of a magnetic quantum number M ranges from minus L to 0 and 0 to plus L. In this way the values are minus L to 0 and 0 to plus L. Now see, for example, if the value of L, that is the subshell, is L is equal to 0, that subshell is L is equal to 0, that subshell is called as the S orbital. You know that. That's when L is equal to 0, then that subshell is called as the S subshell. And this S subshell contain how many orbitals? Only the values of M is 0. Now 0 means 1 orbital. That 0 means 0 orbital is not. The value of M is 0 there. But the total number of orbitals in the S subshell is equal to 1. Total number of orbital in S subshell is 1. But the value comes 0. How it comes 0? Because 2 into 0 plus 1. That means 0 plus 1 means 1. And ranging from minus L, 0 to plus L. But L is equal to 0 there. Here L is equal to 0. So minus 0 plus 0 is not there. Only 0. So the value of M is 0. So do you understand? The orbital is 1. The number of that orbital is 1. But that orbital have the magnetic quantum number value 0. Because L is equal to 0 and the values ranges from minus L, 0 to plus L. But L is equal to 0. So M is equal to also 0. Now see, if L is equal to 1 there. For 1 there are the 3. We calculate that 2 into 1. 2 plus 1, that means 3 orbitals must be there. Now that ranges from minus L to 0, 0 to plus L. So as L is equal to 1, so minus 1, 0 to plus 1. These 3 different values of M. Now see the values of M. If L is equal to 1, then the values of M are minus 1, 0, plus 1. That means in the P subshell, there are the 3 orbitals, total 3 orbitals are there in the P subshell, and that values of that orbitals, that is values of magnetic quantum number, are minus 1, 0 and plus 1. But totally there are 3 orbitals into the P subshell having L is equal to 1. If L is equal to 2 then there must be 5 orbitals. 2 into 2, 4 plus 1, that means 5 orbitals, and their values are ranges from minus L, 0 to plus L, but L is equal to 2. So minus 2 starting from the values of M are starting from minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1 and plus 2. Now these different 5 values of magnetic quantum number, totally there are the 5 orbitals into that d subshell. So the total number of orbitals of the d subshell having the value of L is equal to 0 are 5, and their magnetic values are minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1 and plus 2. Now if L is equal to 3, we know that if L is equal to 3, there are the 7 orbitals. 3 into 2, 6 plus 1, 7. That 7 orbitals are ranging from minus 3, 0 to plus 3. That means M is equal to minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. That means there are totally 7 orbitals into that H subshell having L is equal to 3, and that 7 orbitals are minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. In this way, these quantum number, that is the magnetic quantum number, gives us the orbital present into the subshell in which that electron is revolving around the nucleus. Now the last, fourth quantum number. This quantum number is known as the spin quantum number. Spin quantum number is denoted by the symbol S. Now this spin quantum number gives us the spinning of the electron. When electrons revolved around the nucleus into the orbitals, that orbitals are in the subshell and the subshells are in the main shell. So when the electron is revolved around the nucleus in the orbitals, they themselves spins to or around themselves. They themselves spin around themselves. Now that spinning are of two types. One is the clockwise spinning and another is the anti-clockwise spinning. Electrons are only spins. They not revolve around themselves as that of the earth. But they only spins at the clockwise or at the anti-clockwise during revolving around the nucleus. Now this spin quantum number S. Now spin quantum number S defines the spinning of electron in the orbitals. That electrons are spins around themselves while revolving around the nucleus in the orbitals. That is, electron spins at the clockwise direction or at the anti-clockwise direction. If the electrons are spins at clockwise direction, then the spins is represented by the upward pointing arrow. Now see, the two spins, there are only two values of the spin quantum number, plus half and minus half, because they are only spins. They are not completely revolved around themselves. So only two values are there. Now the two spins are represented by, one is the pointing up arrow. Now this pointing up arrow have the value, pointing up arrow have the value plus half. Now this is the value plus half for the pointing up arrow. And another is the, if they are spinning to the anti-clockwise manner, then the electrons are shown by the pointing down arrow, and this pointing down arrow have the value minus half. The pointing down arrow, that is the electron, have the value minus half, and that means spin's quantum number have only two values, plus half and minus half. If the electrons are spinning to the clockwise direction, then they are denoted by the symbol upward arrow, pointing up arrow. And if the electrons are spinning around them into the anti-clockwise manner, then the value of that spin quantum number is minus half, and the electron is shown by the pointing down arrow. Thus, any orbital any orbital, you know that the orbital, that is the subshell, into that subshell, that orbital, any orbital. Now thus contain maximum accommodate, thus any orbital accommodate, that is contain maximum only 2 electrons, only 2 electrons. And what is the condition? And the 2 electrons, they must have opposite spins. In the one orbital there are only, that orbital accommodate or contain only 2 electrons, and that 2 electron must have the values of spin quantum number opposite, that their spins must be opposite. For example, suppose the orbital is shown by this square. Now this square is the orbital, then it contain only maximum 2 electrons having the opposite spin. One is pointing upward direction, another is pointing downward direction. बंद करना